Previously on Love Island USA. Previously, right? Lord, it has been a week. It has been a week. Welcome back to the King Not Queen Love Island USA Season 8 recap show. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm back in Fiji and I'm here to give all the necessary updates. Where did we last leave off? Let's try to remember. I think the last time I saw you guys was after episode 2. So we saw like the Casa, oh my god, I'm getting ahead of myself. We saw the new bombshells come in and take Zach and Bryce and then Trinity and Beatrice. And that's the last time we left off. And at that point, Sean and Kenzie were single and vulnerable. Sean and Kenzie were single and vulnerable in chat. Send a big RIP to Sean. What happened to Sean? RIP Sean. We really... Good luck out there. I don't know if he's still in Fiji. People are reading way too deeply into the, like, you have been kicked out of the villa thing. Like, people need to learn. I feel like all the new fans that came in during season 6 got like so delusional about people leaving and not leaving the island. Like, if you are single and vulnerable and you're not coupled up with somebody and it's been some time, you're off my island. You're off my island, and that's a done deal. That's a done deal. Like, we need to get over it. Like, it's time to welcome some new people to the villa. We don't need, not that I would be mad if Sean, like, came back, but, like, we got to let go of people, and it's gonna start getting serious when real OGs start going home, guys. So, let's just take a collective breath out. People are not coming back this season. Mark my words. That's famous last words for real. But we're gonna update the ranking of the men. Just because, you know, that's what we do over here. Let me pull up the oh my god, you can't even, oh no, you can see my iPad. Let me pull up the pyramid, because a lot of people have moved around in the pyramid chat. So if we don't remember from last week, on the bottom of my pyramid were Sincere and Zach. In the middle of my pyramid were Bryce and KC. And at the top were Gabriel and Sean. Chat did a full 180. Crazy. Like, literally, when I tell you my pyramid is upside down, mama, like it is. So new pyramid just dropped. New pyramid just dropped. Hold on, I'm trying to turn it around to show the viewers. Here's my pyramid updated with all the new bombshells, and we have a lot to talk about when it comes to the new bombshells because I'm like majorly offended by them. So at the bottom, in the depths, the pits of my pyramid is Corbin. Ladies, I'm in the villa. Leave me alone, ladies. I'm sick of the ladies. I'm sick of the voice. It's so performative. You don't talk like that. I cannot stand a 22-year-old man with a fake deep voice. Be who you are. Like, actually just be your own person. You don't need to be the ladies. No, thank you. I had to educate my mom on what the ladies things was, because she was like, why do you keep saying that? I'm like, because he literally sounds like ladies, leave me alone type. Anyway, so in the depths, he's in the depths of the pyramid chat. Like, I cannot stand that man. Moving on. Pause, because I can't stand that man just like simply because he's a picture corn and then picture like a ball and then put it together. Your name is Cornball, Corbin. Your name is no longer Corbin. You are a corn ball. Okay. And that's coming from me, born on the cob. So I stole that from someone. I can't take that like as original, because when someone said that in the comments of like a TikTok video, I stood and clapped. And it was like 1 a.m. Okay. But for real now, at the bottom of my pyramid, Gabriel has moved from the top to the bottom, I fear. And let's talk about that. I'm just like, I'm over it. It was like a fun thing for him as a bombshell. I just can't see him at like as a long-term person in this villa. Unless like they're just not showing us him actually getting close to Beatrice. Like, I just feel like any new person that's his type, like if he's still here during Casa Amor and they bring in like two blonde people, he's done. He's done for. He wants to kiss everybody. He want to kiss everybody. Not that I don't believe that he's like attracted to Bea, but like, do I see that lasting the next 5 weeks, 4 weeks? Like, no, mama, I don't. I don't. So it should be an interesting time, but he remains at the bottom of my pyramid. Still at the bottom of my pyramid, but he's in between levels bottom and middle is, or are, I guess, are Zach and Sincere. Let's talk about it a little bit. Sincere right now, to me, is moving a little bit weird. He's playing the game. You're supposed to be playing the game. You're supposed to be getting to know the new bombshells. You're supposed to be like pulling back maybe from your connection if it's like feeling a little odd. Like, there's just a lot of things that he's doing correct when it comes to Love Island. One thing he's not doing correct is how serious it is to kiss outside. Like, not just to kiss outside your couple, but to like make out multiple times outside of your couple. Like, that is just like the biggest Love Island red flag. You just like don't do that. So, and he's done it twice now, and yes, Soul, the bombshell, did initiate it the first time, but he leaned in the second time, and he's not being truthful to Melanie about it, and that's what's a little off-putting. So that's why he's like, I like that he's playing the game. Honestly, like, I'm seeing what we're seeing with Sincere now. So that's why he's moving up. But he's moving a little weird. And if he doesn't fix it tonight being Thursday, June 11th, we're going to have a problem, mama. So he's right in the middle, between the base of the pyramid in the middle. Zach is also there because he's moving weird as well. Zach, low-key, he moving like Charlie. Let's run it back to last year. Charlie liked Hannah. Hannah was falling for Pepe. Hannah was making out and all that with Pepe, and America was like, okay, fine, you want to be doing all that? We'll put you guys together. But that, her realizing that she really did want to be with Charlie happened after America had already made our decision. So she was kind of like screwed either way. So, and why did I say all that? Oh, because Charlie felt threatened by Pepe, so he tried to go run to everybody else and be like, hey, like, and try to force a connection super quickly right before the fire pit. Like, he tried to get with Amaya, he tried to talk to like 2 other people to try to establish something so he could get chosen, basically. And that's kind of exactly what's happening with Zach. And here's the similarity. He really likes Kata, like, I feel like to an extent. He's really feeling it, and he basically told her, like, hey, I want to be closed off. And she was like, girl, it's week 1. Like, we gotta simmer down. Even though she is, like, she's exploring, but she also, I feel like, is maybe locking herself down too soon with Zach. But then, so he said all that, and then had a night's rest, which you can have a night's rest and change your mind. I stand by that. I stand by taking a night's rest and changing your mind the next morning. But he took a night's rest, and I think he really thought about it and was like, oh, why did I just say that? Because now that, like, really prohibits me from moving how I want to move. And then he wants to wake up the next morning and be like, yeah, no, we're not closed off. So it's just like, I think everyone really needs to, like, sit back and remember that they're on Love Island and what the Love Island, like, unsaid rules are. Because why are we saying we're closed off in the first week? Like, it's giving, like, it's just like, we're moving too quickly. Like, and what happened like, I feel like the perfect pace happened in, like, season 5 and 6, you know what I mean? Because in season 7, They were like, it's still early days. And it was like week 3. I'm like, girl, it ain't early days. It ain't early days anymore. Like, we've had multiple rounds of bombshells come in. Like, it ain't early days. So there needs to be like that. We need to get back to that good in between of like moving too slow, moving too fast, and just perfect. So season 8, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. In the middle of the pyramid, my boy, well, let me pause because he not really my boy, but in the middle of the pyramid, we have new bombshell Caleb, the little North Carolina, South Carolina cowboy, 21 years old, by the way. Now that I'm unk, I just turned 23 yesterday. Ooh, I'm so old. Now that I'm unk, 21 is way too young to be on Love Island, mama. And if someone fact check me on this, no one's going to fact check me, but someone fact check me on this. If I recall correctly, one of the girls in like season 4 or 5 turned 21 in the villa. And that's crazy. And now, like, I'm looking at Mr. Caleb sideways because he's like 21 years old and he's turning 22 like later this year. But it's just weird. Like, it's just really weird because you have him being 21 and then Bryce being 29. Like, Bryce actually being unk. Bryce being unk, literally by the end of the month, he will be 30. Not that there's anything wrong with being 30, but like, just compared to the people you have coming in, like, really, realistically, like, in the real world, is Caleb gonna go for like a 25-year-old woman? I get all the women there are leaning pretty young. They're like 22 to 25, it seems like. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I guess like it's giving age of attraction. Like, if you know, you know. But it's giving a little bit just like age gap don't matter. But like, I just saw a TikTok the other day that was like, age gap do kind of matter. Sorry, chat, I'm getting triggered. Age gap do kind of matter a little bit in your 20s, and let me explain. Like, if you're like, just like, if college teaches you a lot, so I will say that like graduating from college, I will say, okay, college teaches you a lot, fact. And I feel like, not that you come out like this big mature person, but you are around a lot of different people if you're like interacting with all these different college age students, and you're really seeing like maturity levels change in the span of like 4 years. So I feel like you do a lot of maturing in college. Okay. So not that age gaps don't matter after you exit college, but like there is like some time where it's like you like having that like bond with someone where it's like we both just finished college and blah blah blah, but then also like not wanting to be reminded of that time. But you do a lot of growing up between like the after college times and then like right before you turn 30. So like me right now at 23, I'm gonna think a lot differently next year at 24, and then at the next year at 25 when my prefrontal cortex develops. So it's just like a lot of, you do so much developing in your 20s where like, yes, like Caleb being 21 isn't that big of a deal with Kenzie's like 24-year-oldness, but it's just like her maturity levels are probably like boom compared to his, like factually or like biologically, like they just kind of are. So I don't know. It's just kind of like a weird thing where it's like it's not that big of an age gap, but also like there's so many different things that happen between 21 and 24 that you're like, ooh, I don't like I am messing around with that. But I guess like Love Island strips away all of that context, so you're gonna talk to the 21-year-old and maybe not think about it. But then like once you guys reach the finale, you're like, okay, wait, he's 21, which I feel like kind of happened with Cordell and Serena, because I think Cordell was like 22 or 23 and she was like 25, 26, I think. And she felt some sort of way, and she kind of understood that like difference between them, but they stuck it out, and like eventually like he kind of caught up, and she, like, you know what I mean? So there's a catching up period. There's a, you're feeling like we're just so different, this age gap is just too much, and then you like catch up at some point, you're like, okay, like this ain't really that crazy. I have a lot of opinions on age gap things. Anyways, so yeah, I feel weird that he's all in all, I feel weird that he's 21 years old. Just feels super young compared to all the other people we have in the villa, like men wise. But yeah, but he's such a cutie. And he's like his little country accent and all those good things. Like, oh, he's just like such a, and he seems so like shy and like he seems so shy, but like forcing himself to like be a like he. It seems like he's really putting himself like out of his comfort zone with the show. So I'm very appreciative of Caleb. He's not the top of my pyramid though, but he can chill at tier 2, and I don't really foresee him being like a menace to society. You know what I mean? And then at the top of the pyramid, we have, and like they might have to stay here depending on how people start moving as you know this week goes on. But given how much it changed in the last week, like anything could happen. We have Bryce moving to the top of the pyramid. That is king. That is my man, actually. And like, you know how you like someone was like, oh, like crying in the club right now because I realized that I could have been with Grayson Dolan. He's dating an 03 baby. Like literally all the times you're like, oh, wish that was me dating Luke Hemmings or whatever. And like, this is who was really going after him. It's like a picture of like someone as a child and like Luke being like an adult basically. So like, and I say a lot to say like, oh, like he would never like me, referring to Bryce being like this 2016 Tumblr dude, 29 pushing 30, and he with 22-year-old Trinity. Mama, like it's doable. You can do it. If you have doubts, you can do it. This is showing you that you can do it. It is possible, because there's Bryce fans from 2016 that are like, oh, like he's so fine, blah blah blah, and they're like, but he's like, I'm too young for him, and then boom, he with that 22-year-old, like, oh, that should be me, that could be me. Change the lyrics, cause that could be me. But him and Trinity just have like her laying on his arm, them gossiping in bed. He was like basically complaining about the whole Mel situation, which we'll talk about. He basically was complaining about all that, and then like she was like covering his mouth, and I was like, you know how many times I rewatched that video? You know how many times I rewatched it? Because I was like, this is this something. Anywho, I can go on for days about Bryce, and really I'm already 20 minutes into this. Like, what am I really gonna talk? I can't. I gotta keep it rolling. And then Casey, don't start moving crazy, Casey. Remember who you are. Because you're just a boy. You're actually just a boy, and not derogatory. Like, and I'll make it clear when I mean you're just a boy derogatory, but you're just a boy, non-derogatory. And I think that you have a good foundation. You have all these like siblings and sisters, and like just like you know how to it seems like you know how to really treat someone. So I just need him to remain humble and not get too gassed and too silly. Kenzie, this happened like on last Friday or on Sunday or whatever, but when Kenzie said that Charlie was the better brother, thank you so much, and you're moving to the top of my pyramid, Kenzie. Thank you, mama. Thank you, because why are we gaslighting me to thinking that Zach is better than Charlie? Thank you. My main clients are Trinity and Bryce. And then, call me crazy, but did I not give Melanie a warning last week? In last week's episode, I said, Melanie, I need you to be careful, girl. And now she looks like a psychopath. I noticed how I said she looks like a psychopath. She's not portraying herself well. Like, in Love Island, you can forget about the Karen zone, blah, blah, but in the back of your head, you have to remember that this is being broadcasted to the world. This is being broadcasted to the world, and you gotta think about how you're being portrayed while also like obviously being your true authentic self. And I know that that's difficult. Actually, I don't really know if, like that's difficult, but like I can understand how that is difficult. But I need her to lock in right now and focus, because it's getting out of hand. She looks like she ain't doing well in the villa. Like, and I want to see her thrive and be in a good couple. It's just like, it's Sincere about to dump her and she's off my island, and I want her off my island because she's acting a fool and making it not the same as Huda, because Huda made the show like unwatchable, but like it's getting to the point where it could be unwatchable if she keeps up the antics. And also, can we not, we're not saving anybody this year. We're not standing behind the person we want to save. I'm sick of it. Send them home. If you're not in a couple, go home. Love Island needs to remember that you can just send people home with no consequences. Bye. I guess that's all I have. The one thing that that made me feel that bye towards Melanie was the kissing back and forth between Corbin and Sincere, because it didn't matter that the other person was Corbin. Oh, I couldn't tell it was Corbin. It's the fact that you were that was like gross, and that you were just you clearly knew that one of them was Sincere, and to go back and forth, doesn't matter who the other person was, you knew one of them was your match. To go back and forth and just like, first of all, gross swapping spit like that, just like actually literally swapping spit, but just like, you don't look like a good partner, and you are doing to your partner what you wouldn't want done to yourself, and that's like that's thing number one that you don't do in a relationship, and she's doing it like without a care and with no regrets, and just straight up lying to people's faces about it. It's very bothersome. I don't like it, Melanie. So either fix it, as if she's gonna watch us, either fix it or get off my island. Because honestly, if people want to be like, oh, like, the fans need to stay out of it, like it's Love Island, the fans make the show. I'm so sorry, but if there's a voting aspect to the show, then it's my island, okay? If I can vote for what couples I want together and who I don't think is the best islander, it's my island, and if I don't like you, get off my island. I have a right. If you're giving me a right to vote, then I have a right to say who and who shouldn't be in office, okay? Like, it's the same thing. Okay, that's all I have for the Love Island segment. I gotta hop on my plane. I am running late on the plane, so I gotta get there quickly. But thank you so much for watching the Love Island segment. Stick around because I have like a concert review that I'm doing in the next segment. I'm gonna talk about my birthday. And we're gonna talk about Olivia Rodrigo's new album that's coming out tomorrow. Like, lots of big news coming. Please stay. Do not go. But yeah, we'll change my regular background. It'll be a vibe. But thank you so much, and let's move into the main show. It's the King Not Queen podcast. Yeah. Welcome back to the King Not Queen podcast. My name is Nina, and I am your host. Welcome back, chat. Welcome back. I'm doing the whole setup again where like my camera is here but my laptop is here, and also at the same time everything is flipped, so like I'm raising my right arm and my like left arm on my laptop is going, so there's a lot. It's a little confusing, and it's hard not to look over here, so if I'm like I'm trying to angle myself towards the camera, but whatever, it's okay. Sorry, I left my ringer on, so if you hear things, you don't. Fit check, ayy. Fit check, ayy. I'm so sorry, but hair check first, guys. I'm really feeling like the mini bun lately, like the ballerina bun. I've been on it. We have my edges today, chat. I got a little spiral right there. I felt a little inspired by Beatrice, because she kind of got me with her little like swirls on the side. I also got new like pads for these headphones, so they're pink. They're so cute, right, guys? The little pinks. They're so cute. Honestly, it costs. Porta Pros, sponsor me. I tried, chat, but they can sponsor me now if they want to. But fit check. I'm wearing some shorts, and then I'm wearing my mom's like little baby doll dress. Who am I? I've been feeling like, honestly, guys, like let's like kind of wake it up a little bit and let's talk for real, because this is low-key giving Beatrice from Love Island, but like I'm in like my trying to dress girly era. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, you know what? Like, why not? You know, think there's been some changes lately. And me quoting Charlie Puth, because I do that now, right? But I've been feeling a little bit more girly lately. Like, obviously still my usual style, but the other day I wore like a skirt and like a tank top type thing. Today I'm wearing a dress. Like, who do that? Yesterday I wore a little poncho and a tank top. Like, huh? who am I, child? You can't take me nowhere. So feeling a little bit more girly, and I've like never really felt like so girly, just because like that's just me. I've never really felt like very feminine. So I'm really trying to wake that up this summer. So if y'all have any suggestions on how to do that, leave them in the comments. Leave them in the comments, guys. Okay, coffee check. I finished my creamer, so we have to get more creamer, guys. Put that on the list, the food shopping list. Food check. I don't want to tell you guys, 'cause it's kind of embarrassing, but I did have a food item today. I had 3 food items to be specific, and I'm not proud of it, so we're not gonna talk about it. Life update. It was in fact my birthday yesterday, and actually, pause. We need to go get my birthday thing. Okay, this isn't exactly what I wanted to wear, but I couldn't find my goal, so we're sticking with the happy birthday crown, guys. I turned 23 yesterday. Woo. Do I feel like unk? I don't necessarily feel like unk. I said this in the last episode, but this isn't too big of an age for me, like in my brain wise, but it does feel like, I don't know, it does feel a little bit different. And I think it mainly feels different just because I'm taking the life step of big girl job, so I think that's why it feels such a big deal. But I don't know, like I'm having a big mood like switch now that I am employed and just feeling a lot happier, so I think that's why it kind of feels bigger. But I let it be known I did walk around Boston yesterday with my happy birthday crown. I got pho yesterday. I had some Auntie Anne's pretzel. I saw my cousin. Shout out Lemon. I saw my mom. And we went to Margaritaville. Got some nachos. I had a taco. I had a crispy chicken taco. And honestly, it was really good. And yeah, we walked around Boston a little bit. It's very touristy right now in Boston for the World Cup. So it was cool seeing different types of people, like lots of people. I saw like a whole group of like older men in kilts. Like it was very interesting. Me and my cousin for sure saw a soccer team enter the Macy's in downtown Crossing. Kind of cool. But yeah, it was a fun time, very chill day. My birthday present was a hot dog gibbet. Hot dog and Crocs sponsor me. Hot dog Crocs. Hear me out. It's like the bun is the sole, and then it obviously kind of wraps around, and then you have the dog. You have the dog inside, and then like the holes maybe are like different colors for the mustard. Like Crocs, I'll help you design it. Just please add me to the team. I love my Crocs, my SpongeBob ones. I still want the Lightning McQueen Crocs, so please send them to me. I'm a size woman 7. I'll take a woman's 8 as well if you guys don't have the size 7 for the Lightning McQueen Crocs. But I got my first ever gibbet is a hot dog. So I'm very excited about that. I think my big birthday gift to myself, I think, is going to be going yarn shopping. I did a little bit yesterday. I got 2 balls of this I'm really into the bamboo yarn lately, just because it feels a bit more breathable for summer, and I really, really want to have non-acrylic yarn in my yarn collection. And honestly, I don't really have that much yarn, so I'm kind of building up a new slate of options. But so I got 2 balls of that yesterday for like $10 at Michael's from Big Mike. And I want to go to the yarn shop that is in Marblehead, so I might go sometime maybe this weekend or maybe next week. Anyways, that's it for the weekly recap. It's been like there is a lot that happened this week, but they belong in different segments. Also, I'm still recovering from being sick, so if you hear me get stuffy a little bit, like, ignore that. Please ignore it, chat, okay? Please. But yeah, let's get into bad movie and TV show review.
Bad movie and TV show review. Bad movie and TV show review. Sometimes they're good though.
I'm on my 3rd rewatch of Off Campus. Okay? Amazon Prime, pay me to use your platform. I'm sitting here promoting your show to every single person I know. I got my friend Dio on it. Currently, getting my friend Serena on it. Like, I'm getting the masses onto Off Campus. I might be even getting my mom onto the show. Like, pay me, Amazon Prime. I'm putting people onto your show. Okay? I'm reading the book as well. I got the book and I'm reading it on my iPad. But, chat, the book is like, I thought the show was freaky, especially for it being on Amazon Prime. The book, and also, like, the character of Garrett in the book is, like, not majorly different from the show. He still does a lot of banter, a lot of back and forth, but he wasn't as, like, forward with Hannah in the show as he is in the book. For example, like, he was calling her, like, babe, and, like, basically pretending that they, like, and acting like they were, like, together without really, like, saying that they were together. He was, like, really coming on to her at multiple points in the book before they actually started dating. Whereas in the show, he never really came on to Hannah in that way. He was never saying, like, oh my God, like, your body's amazing. Like, he did say, like, if you got it, flaunt it. But he wasn't being as forward as, he wasn't being as forward in the show as he was in the book. And honestly, it makes him seem a bit better in the like, it makes him more likable in the show. Not that he's not likable in the book, but it's kind of like, I'm gonna stop objectifying her. Like, in the book, like, you kind of have that reaction, but also it turns into like a lust, and like, it turns from like a lust and like, this is just me and I like being with girls thing, to like, I adore you and your body and I want you to myself and do not get with my roommates type deal. And that transition is like played out so beautifully in the book. I didn't finish it yet, but so far in the book, like, that transition from the lust to like love type thing is so great to read. And honestly, like, I haven't really, I bought a few books last year that I was enjoying, and I finished one of them, and a couple of the other ones I'm like almost done with. But like, I'm flying through this book. Like, I started reading it last week and I'm like 100 pages from being done. Like, I'm just flying through it. And I'll like sit down for like, I will lock in and like sit outside and read for like over an hour. I'm like, who am I? Am I like 12 again when I used to read all the time? But yeah. The video of him and the Kid Laroi, of Belmont and Kid Laroi dancing. This is why I feel like Unk, because all these kids out here in TikTok are like, oh, this is cringy. I'm not cringing. Like, he in like a slice of it, Belmont is being like his character and like dancing like, oh, let me show my body, oh, let me do the Garrett Graham dance, like, obviously. And then the other half is like, he is not a performer. Like, he's not like a artist, singer, music performer. He was asked to come on to a song that was like for his character, and he might feel a little bit awkward and not know what to do with his hands or body, so he's just kind of like trying to like just groove with the music the best he can for like an awkwardly long amount of time. Like, you try being brought up on stage by a musician and dancing for the 4 minutes of his song without really even knowing the song like that. I really would like to see you try and do better than Belmont did, because I'm not gonna lie, I might have watched that video a few times. Anyways, Not Suitable for Work. 2 more episodes dropped this week. I was so excited when it ever auto played to the next episode. I was hyped because I was like, I need more. I need another episode, and I didn't have to wait another week. So 2 new episodes. Here are my 3 points. Locked in for every episode. This is like the one show that like I do not pick up my phone at all when this is on. I am locked in, which is, I haven't really been locked in like that for a while. So yeah. Austin, I think that's his name, right? Cate Blanchett's nephew, which honestly, like, I thought it was actually gonna be her nephew, but it's just like a random guy. Why he kind of fine? Did I lie? And then the Kel and Abby crumbs, like, as much as I like the chemistry between Abby and Austin, I do Austin just, I don't think, is a good person. He very much is just like nepo baby, a perfect little nepo baby. Like, he just like is like giving nepo baby who's like never been rejected, and I'm all set with that. And I don't need Abby to be the one to like change him and make him new. I'm good. I like the like friend or like the neighbors, enemies, friends to lovers thing that's happening with Kel and Abby, and like Kel putting aside his dreams of like getting an agent, like an acting agent, because he doesn't want to let go of his morals of like recommending that Abby date. Where's my Kel? Kel, wherever you are, please. Where are you? Do I need to move into an apartment building or something and like have a crush on my neighbor? Is that what needs to happen? Is that or like is that what needs to happen? Because where are these apartment buildings with all these young 320 somethings in one apartment? Like, please, what's going on? But yeah. Okay, that's all I have for bad movie TV show review. Some looking ahead, the Descendants movie comes out in July. Me and Dio do plan on doing an episode on that. I can't tell you when it's gonna come out just because July be a busy month, but we're super excited about it. And yeah, so that's just what's coming next. Obviously, the Love Island recaps will continue. Me and Dio will have an episode for Casa Amor. We're really hyped about Casa, so you should be too. But yeah, okay, let's move into Artist Spotlight because I have a podcast to watch.
Artist Spotlight. Yeah.
Chat. I went to the Five Sauce concert. Oh my goodness. It was a time. Honestly, like, I haven't been to that many concerts, but obviously my number one concert that I've been to so far has been the 2023 Five Sauce concert. Nothing is gonna top that until I go to a Billie Eilish one. But like, nothing is really gonna top that one. We were on the floor. We were on Callum's side. I didn't know Young Bub was gonna play, so I was hyped. They played Who Do You Love? Like, all my like, I was so hyped at that concert. I was with my whole family. Like, we were having such a fun time. It was so great. I loved it so much. And then close second is the most recent Phineas concert that I went to in 2024. That was really fun. This one though, honestly, just, I've never been to a concert like that at TD Garden, and I love feeling music. I just love the sound of like feeling it in your chest and like feeling it like vibrate in you, like, is like one of my favorite things. And I just felt it so much at this concert, and like being and just singing, and like, especially like when you go with other people. I guess I have been to a concert with other people, but for the most part I've really been to concerts alone. And for the most, I mean, like, a majority of the concerts I've been to alone, and I just, the freedom of just like singing the songs and not caring what the people next to you think, because you actually will just never see them again, was so freeing. And like, my vocals were gone, like, after Bad Omens, Ghost of You, and I'm Scared I'll Never Sleep Again. Like, honestly, like, I'm getting a little emotional thinking about it, because those are just like, I've never felt so like happy hearing those songs back to back to back. Like, it just meant so much to me. I loved it so much. Obviously Bad Omens was my favorite song from the concert, but a close second, or like a discovery I made during the concert, was Everyone's a Star, the song. Like, obviously I listened to their newest album. I wasn't like the biggest fan of it. Like, I have some gems here and there. I liked all the singles and stuff, but I wanna stay, like, ooh, they ate. And the camera work during that part, and then like the Everyone's a Star, like, oh, it's like, ooh, I was just like, imagine me in the mosh pit for that. Like, I really liked it. So that's a new Music Friday, chat. New Music Friday. I really liked it. So great concert. Also, I'm like, I was recognized. I'm like, gotcha. I was like, ladies, it's just me, leave me alone. But two people saw the TikTok that I posted about my outfit, and they're like, wait, do you like post on TikTok? I was like, yeah, sometimes. Like, I was being mad. I was being hella nonchalant, guys. They described me as nonchalant. But and I was like, oh yeah, and they're like, oh, I saw your outfit on TikTok. I'm like, guys, I landed on the Boston FYP chat. So that was really cool. Like, just the concept of like, yes, you post, but sometimes it feels like it goes into a void, but like people actually saw it. It was so cool. As you can see, I'm kind of speeding through this because it's getting kind of long. But the Olivia Rodrigo album comes out this week. Her artist spotlight, I'm planning on posting next week. So I'm going to listen to the album this week and then write down all my notes and then publish that episode next week. So stay tuned, mamas. Stay tuned. Because honestly, I kind of foresee myself bawling my eyes out tonight. So we'll see what happens with that. But honestly, I've been really, really loving The Cure lately. Like, that one is my favorite song of the two singles. But now hearing her background vocals of like her saying I'm unraveled, like her belting that, like I can't, like I was rewinding it constantly on the bus yesterday. Like, I cannot express to you how much I like my body just goes like that every time I hear it. I don't know. It's up there for being one of her best songs. And like, I really loved Vampire. I really think Deja Vu is such a great song, but this one might be taking it and will probably be like her iconic song, I feel like, once she's older. I don't know. Honestly, taking a scroll, I'm not doing taking a scroll today, guys. I'm so sorry. There's really nothing to talk about taking a scroll. I feel like not that I want to get rid of this segment, but like, I really do enjoy the bad movie and TV show review and artist spotlight of it all, and taking a scroll sometimes like forces me to find something to really rant about. So if there's no big news on social media that I really care about, want you guys to like, and want to chat with you guys about, then I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Because I put the whole Lego thing, but like, honestly, like, that's just like the nerd in me, and like, I feel like y'all don't really care about that. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for these Love Island segments. Really get me excited to do the podcast. Like, I literally will be I write down all my notes about Love Island because it just like, I could talk about it for days. But I just wanted to say, warning of inconsistency coming soon with the podcast, just as I adjust to how my life works, lol. As you saw, like, from last week, I posted on Saturday, so that might be the new day for posting. I'm not completely sure. Also, I have to get new editing software just because it's really not worth it for me to pay for Adobe Premiere because I don't get it through my, why did I say it like that? I don't get it through my school anymore, so I really have to pay for it now. I'm on the 7-day free trial, so I'm gonna have to edit this 2 nights because my trial expires tomorrow. But I like, until this becomes profitable, or until I like budget out stuff for, I'm scared. Until this becomes profitable and like I can budget out how much I want to be paying for Premiere, I'm gonna have to find a new editing software. So be on the lookout. Also, Adobe, if you want to sponsor me and sponsor this up and coming podcast, my email is open. Also, just like keep up on my social medias for like updates on what's going on with the podcast, because I guess like if I'm gonna be inconsistent, I'll be active on like short form content, but like the long form stuff is kind of hard to edit. So just keep up on social medias. Where can you find me? Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at king.notqueen. Also follow me on TikTok at gem_cast. Again, it's gem_casts. If you're a brand and you want to work with me, help me out. Help me, please. Or if you have any like suggestions for things you want me to talk about, email me at kingnotqueenpod. Again, it's kingnotqueenpod. Don't forget the pod at gmail.com. Please review my podcast. Give it 5 stars. I don't know what that does specifically, but I do want to have a 5-star podcast. I have been Nina. This has been the King Not Queen podcast. I'll see you next week for more Love Island review and for Olivia Rodrigo album review. But yeah, see you then. Bye. Yeah.